What's up, everybody? Shifu Gregg, Shifu Lloyd from the Authentic Shaolin Kung Fu School saying hello.
What's up, Facebook?
A little late tonight, right? No, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
15 after. We just finished classes today.
Oh, goodness.
Long week.
Classes off the Chizane.
Yeah, long week. Shihan Andrew Stigliano from UMAC, great instructor, great man, talking about adult trainings. Adults coming to martial arts school, coming to class, being a part of the schools, which I think is very, very important. With our school, we have much more adults than we do kids, and I think it's very, very important for people to have adults and have a strong adult base in their school, because it gives the school a lot of validity. You know, not saying that having a school with a lot of kids doesn't, but having adults training in your school, really shows a lot of what you're teaching, and that it's, we're here to be mentors, but we're also here to be teaching people self-defense that's going to be working. We're going to be teaching real life techniques that will get you through life, moral values and everything else. But again, teaching adults martial arts. Adults need to be more aware of what's out there as far as training goes. And also, I think it's really important to be able to spread the word to just a bigger crowd, right? The kids that we train, we're hoping that will end up staying in the school and building and growing, and this is going to be our future. But in order for people to understand what martial arts is all about, and what schools are good, what schools are bad, what the styles are, and what the differences are, they need to be able to be educated. So having them train in the martial arts helps them become educated in what martial arts is. So I think that's
Bernard Coletti. Hello.
Bernard Coletti?
Yeah, he said he trained with you and Shijao back when he was a kid. He was looking to start again.
Come on down. We'd love to have you.
You know where we at.
We have adult classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 to 8 o'clock. Hopefully we'll see you. Come on down. Inbox me at the bottom. We'll talk a little bit. Hope everything is well. So, Shifu, what do you think about that?
What thing about what?
What are we talking about?
Oh, the adults in class.
Yeah.
It's the whole premise of teaching martial arts is not about money, right? It's nice, it's nice to have money. Batman.
Batman, what's up?
Yeah, brother. It's nice. I love having money, but that is not the goal or the whole premise of teaching martial arts. The whole premise of teaching martial arts is to be able to pass it on to the next generation. Pass on this, not just the fighting skills, but also the principles and traditions and all that good stuff.
But it's okay to make it a business and make money doing it.
Oh, yeah. Make as much money as you want.
Yeah.
Make as much money as you want. But in order for your school to stay viable from generation to generation, you have to find those students that are going to be willing to pass it on. And pass on all the skills, the fighting skills, the principles of your school, all that kind of good stuff.
Thank you, brother.
With adults, adults are more apt to understand those concepts of passing on the system, becoming the next generation of instructors. With kids, it's a little bit more challenging, only because. And we've had some kids stay with us from the age 5 all the way up to age whenever, when they go away to college and things like that. But everybody has a life. You're going to find very, very few students that want to make this a lifestyle. So with the children, it's about teaching them to be productive citizens. Not so much looking for the next Jet Li or the next Donnie Yen and the next Master, stuff like that. It's about making these kids productive citizens.
But the good thing about the adults, like you said, right, the good thing is that the adults already, as they're growing up and they're in their 20s and their 30s, these people, when they find a place that they want to stay, They stay forever.
They'll never get rid of them.
They stay forever
Yeah.
because they find a niche and they find a group
Yeah.
that they feel comfortable with.
And not all of them are going to be instructors,
No.
but you'll get to see those people that actually fall into that lifestyle, that fall into that niche. And you'll see the ones that want to be instructors, and you'll see the ones that are happy to train and are loyal to your style, loyal to the system, and loyal to the instructor, which is a very, very important part of the training and tradition in any style, not just Kung Fu. So the instructor looks for the most loyal students to want to be able to pass on the knowledge and pass on the skills, which is the root understanding of why we teach martial arts. Because we don't have to teach it. I can train for myself and do stuff like that, but I choose to teach because to have these skills and just have it to myself, it's fine. But, what am I doing with it? What else can I do with it? You have to be able to give it to somebody, give it, and give it the right way.
Yeah, share. You got to share the knowledge.
Share it. That's the whole point. The more you share it, the more people understand it, the more people are self-empowered, and the less you're going to have.
Melaleuca sustained. If you guys are interested, Melaleuca, guys, this stuff is great. It's like gold. Sorry, go ahead.
That's all right. I got mine too.
See?
I got mine too. Yeah, so
I just threw you off. I'm sorry.
it's all good.
I'm sorry.
It's all good, but yeah, I mean that's the whole reason why we teach. And that's one reason why a lot of instructors teach, because it's about the student. It's not about me, right? So our Shujai used to say is, I'm not a master of anything. When students come in, I'm the janitor, basically. When I come in, the students come in, they see you cleaning the school, they see you doing this. My job is the janitor. My job is not to sit on a throne and point this and point that and tell these guys what to do. I'm in there cleaning the school, doing the stuff that I'm doing for the students. And in turn, the students see that, and I lead by example.
Mr. Rizzo.
Mr. Rizzo!
How are you, sir?
How are you, sir? So that, as an instructor, is first and foremost. So you want your students to do the right thing, you got to do the right thing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, if, certain instructors, they're making money, they're doing all this, they got the business going, they got staff, and then they come in with their shades, and they hang out in the office, they're watching YouTube, and, the students hardly see them. Because the business is booming, business is buzzing. It's like,
Mr. Orango, Warrior.
How are you?
We got to get in touch. Got to get you involved. Got to call me up.
And if you ask, any instructors going on, they'll tell you the same thing. It's about passing on the skills, everything that they learned, their experiences, and fighting in the ring, fighting in tournaments, fighting with your friends, whatever. Passing on that experience to the next generation.
And also remember, right? So on this topic of teaching and instructing and everything else, when we talk about instructors in general, right? Certifications or certified instructors. What does it really mean, right? People go to a couple seminars and all of a sudden they're certified instructors in something. I don't know about you, but if I take 5 classes, I'm not certified in nothing. I'm not certified to teach anybody anything. It takes years and years and years of practice. It takes years of getting in the ring. It gets many years of hard work, of experiencing everything that you experience as an instructor, going to tournaments, being part of the martial art community, fighting with other people, all of these things that make up who you are as an experienced instructor. I would rather have an experienced instructor more than a certified instructor any day of the week, because an experienced martial artist will teach you what works and what doesn't work. So Mr. Arango's on here. I want to try to invite him.
Oh, you want to invite him to talk?
I want to invite you to talk. How do we do this?
They're receiving an invite to join your broadcast.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I'm going to invite you, Mr.
You can talk a little bit.
So you can talk a little bit. Mr. Warrior, pick up your phone. Are you going to pick up? I'm inviting you.
I don't know how to do this either.
I don't know. I'm just
This is the
guessing
first time
here.
we're doing it.
See if you're available. He might not be available.
Yeah, so things with seminars, and I've been to plenty of seminars and gotten certificates here, certificates there. And the thing about seminars that I've gotten out of it
How you doing, Trevor?
is whatever I learned in a seminar, I added to my repertoire. So, if I got a staff form, if I got a fighting technique, or if I got a new form, I added that to my repertoire. So I got a certificate that said that I was taught this form by this teacher or this concept by this teacher, but then I didn't turn around and say, oh, I'm a master at this and I can start teaching this, I can start teaching that. No, not for many, 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 many years of constant practice, then you can say, oh yeah, I learned this 15 years ago.
Yeah, and I've been practicing it, and this is something that I can teach you.
And this is something I can teach you. Yeah. And got by the good grace of of that, we actually got another instructor that taught us a lot of different styles and different movements and stuff like that, and actually became one of our instructors.
Yeah. Mr. Levinas, how are you, sir?
Well, where you been at, Danny?
He's been busy. He's been busy with S squared.
Oh, you remember where the school is? You better come and visit.
So Trevor, let's see. Let's invite Trevor.
You invite Trevor too?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to invite Mr. Arango, but he wasn't. He doesn't want to come. He doesn't want to come hang out with us.
Invite friend.
Yeah, so invite a friend.
Okay. We'll invite.
Where's Trevor? No, huh? Everybody's gonna see me typing. All right, let's get out of this. Hold on.
Oh, there he is.
Trevor.
Invite. Done. Invited. Okay.
All right. I don't know how this works.
I don't know how this works. We're just futzing around with
it. Go ahead. You keep talking. I'm gonna keep futzing.
All right. So that's my take on seminars and teaching things in the seminars and things like that. So if you happen to take a seminar with a famous master and he certifies you in a certain thing, or you get a certificate, you got a certificate for that day, right? That does not mean that he's your instructor. It does not mean that whatever that you learn for that time, you've mastered. Yeah. Uh-oh. We got cat style going on here. So you have to have some kind of validity. And there's a lot of instructors that have credentials. They have these, plaques and credentials and things like that on their walls and stuff like that. And this is like their resume, of things that they've studied and things that they've achieved and things like that. Masters have given them certain ranks and things like that. And if you notice, when on their walls, it's years and years and years of training.
Yeah. It's
years of training.
Is he?
Oh, he didn't want to come on.
He didn't want to come on?
He didn't want to come on. He's shy.
He's shy.
That's all right, Trevor. Don't be shy. So like I have plenty of credentials. I have plenty of plaques and stuff that their teachers have given me over the years and stuff like that. And some of them are hanging up, some of them are not. And this man here has had rooms of trophies, standing from the 90s all the way up to like the 2000s. I got trophies and stuff like that. And it's all well and good and to put it up, but for a student that's coming in to your school inquiring about classes, they'll look at the trophies, oh, that's nice. And that's it. That's all. So the trophies don't really mean anything to a student to come in. They don't care. All they want to know is that, what are you going to do for me?
Yep.
That's it. So all that stuff with the trophies and the certificates and stuff like that is for you. It doesn't really do anything for anybody else. What does stuff for other people is the skills that you have. They want to see the skills. They want to know that I can do what you can do. What can you do for me? Right? So that's basically it in a nutshell with the credentials and the and the certificates and everything like that, and people get weirded out with that. Like, I did this and I've done this and I trained with this guy, I trained with that guy, and then you train with them, but you don't keep up your skills because you don't train.
So, Mr. Arango, can we talk to you? Can you can you talk with us for a little bit? Or are you busy? Let's see. I'm gonna invite you one more time. Let's see if he.
Yeah, this is some new feature that we.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. I'm not really sure how
I'm
this
not.
is working,
I'm
but
not. Maybe it'll work.
let's see if he wants to come on. But I want there to be other instructors on here. So definitely inbox or definitely comment below.
Yeah, we get
And
dialogue going.
yeah, I definitely want to get people involved in understanding, why it's important to really have an adult based school. It's really really important,
Oh,
especially
he's busy.
he's busy. All
He's
right,
busy.
okay. Especially for in the field that we are. We want to be able to have a strong adult based school to represent exactly who we are and what we do. Not, I mean, to have kids is important, but adults, it's very important, especially for people to understand the whole concept of again, what's good, right? All these McDojos that are popping up all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
If the parents don't understand, the parents should get involved. Have the parents come and start training. And we've had parents come down.
He's in the car.
He's in the car. We've had parents come down. We've had parents come down, and they're very, very, they're very busy. We've had parents come down in groups. We have from a couple of schools. They came down together, and all of a sudden now the parents are training. And I had said this a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
The parents are training, and now the parents realize how important it is, and why the students love the system so much because now they're involved in it, and to be involved in it is a very, very big thing. We want to be able to get the parents involved. We want to be able to get just regular adults involved. The more people are aware of what they're doing. Again, the less these dojos will be popping up because adults will be more understanding of what's going on in today's society, what's real and what's not, what's going to work and what's not, right? And that's the one of the most important things I think for tonight, anyway. We're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you're watching and you're doing demonstrations. Like we have a demo team, and for a time we had kids, and it was working for a little while. But
What's up, Craig?
The main problem was wasn't with the kids; it was with the parents.
Yeah.
Because if we have a demo team, that should be the best of your school, the creme de la creme. Because if you're going out there and we do line dance shows, we do shows everywhere. We have, we're called by people in Chinatown to do line dance shows and, martial arts demonstrations and things like that. So you have to put your best foot forward because that is your school on the line.
Yep.
That is your school on the line. So to have an adult-based demo team says something about your school.
Mike's watching. Mr. Mike.
Hey, Mike.
What's going on?
What's up, man? You missed class tonight.
Yes, you did.
You missed class tonight. We've had a lot of good stuff tonight, man. You can talk to everybody tomorrow.
Is that Levinus?
Yeah, he said it's all worth it.
Yeah.
Cool. So you have a strong adult-based school and a strong demo team in school. That is the best of the best of your school.
Yeah. All of a sudden now when you go do demos, you have adults demonstrating. Full-grown adults demonstrating your martial arts. That is a big, big achievement. When people see that, they see that adults are enjoying the school. Maybe it's something they want to do, right? So we want to start to change, or not change, but we want to start to build. We want to start to build on what we have as in martial arts community, our martial arts schools, and start to really grow our adult base.
Yeah.
I've been very, very fortunate. Our school has a big adult base following. We're looking at 60 adults, 65 adults, and maybe
12 kids,
12 or 13, 12, 15 kids.
And the kids that we have are good kids.
Yeah.
And these kids are trained hardcore, and they do exactly what the adults do.
Yep.
Exactly what the adults do.
No different.
No different.
Same.
No different. And like tonight, all mixture of some teenagers and stuff like that with mainly adults, and we put them through the ringer. They do road work, they do bag work, they do all the way from the advanced students all the way to the people
yeah.
to the beginners.
Yep.
And it's that training, so they see the worth of the school and the worth of the training, and they come back every week. And that's what's going to keep the students in your school. That's what's going to keep the schools in the school. It's not so much the programs and the black belt clubs and this club and that program and this program. If students see the worth in what you're teaching them, they're going to stay.
Train real, get real.
That's right.
That's trademark.
Yeah.
So we're gonna call this an early night, but I wanted to get in there every week. Sifu and I are definitely going to be on here. I definitely want to do something weekly for everybody. Just just talking. If anybody has any questions or comments, if anybody wants us to hit a certain topic, I would love to actually do a topic that people are very interested in. Next time, I'm going to try to grab one or two instructors that are on, because now we can invite people, and I want to invite people to have them talk as well, so that we have a broader spectrum of the issues that we're talking about. And these issues are really, really important as far as owning martial arts schools, being a martial artist, and what
staying relevant as a traditional stylist in the 21st century.
Yeah, and what come on. Oh, baby.
Which is not that easy in today's society, because people follow fads. We all know that.
Yeah.
And UFC has been around for a long time. UFC is here to stay. And back when it first started, all the traditional styles were up in arms, and like UFC's MMA is the enemy. It wasn't so much that people were getting beat as much more as they were taking the business.
Yeah,
it was lack of confidence, lack of understanding, and it was lack of community. So now in the days we have the 21st century and everybody's got all this information and all these choices of, I can do this, or I can do that, or I can do this, or I can do that, and they get starstruck. They get they follow the fad, and whatever somebody tells them, that's what they believe. Because why? Because again, they don't do their homework. You've been running the school for like 26 years. Traditional Shaolin martial arts has not changed since I started. I started 22, 23 years ago. From the first time I walked into school till now, has not changed. He said it's easier to look bad than to be bad.
You got some good sayings.
Yeah, we got to get him on here. So it's people follow the fads. So for a traditional school in the 21st century, it makes it a little bit more tough. So the way we combat that is we show what you can do. Which now you'll see a lot of these guys that are in competitions and things like that. These come from these traditional backgrounds. It's like, no, this was for fighting, and it still is for fighting, and we're going to show you that it is for fighting. And you see a lot of these guys that are black belts, that will be black belts, and this and that, like going to these competitions and doing very, very well. And now everybody's like, oh, yeah, this stuff is relevant again. Yes. It wasn't not as relevant again. It was always relevant. Yeah. It's just, because it's not the fad, people tend to not, vibe with, oh, that don't work. I'm doing this now. That's obsolete.
Oh, Lao Sure Shane's on.
Oh, Lao Sure.
Lao Sure, how are you?
How are you, dude?
So, again, I think the most important thing is that the tide or the wave raises all the boats in the harbor. So no matter what you're training, just make sure you're training real. Train real, get real. Get those adults in there. Start growing your adult base, and making it just as big as the kids that you have. Really, really start to really show what your martial arts is worth. Really get all the levels of all your students up. So we as a community of martial artists, we need to bring back the martial arts. Martial being the most prominent word there, right? We need to start bringing that back so people get to start to really see what martial arts is all about, not just fancy movement, but definitely putting work to it. So on that note, I want to thank you guys from the Authentic Shaolin Kung Fu School. Myself, Sifu Gregg, Sifu Lloyd. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Guys, thank you very much.
Be careful in that snow tomorrow.
Yeah, be careful of the snow. And Lao Sure, Shane's not going to have any snow where he is. But enjoy the weather down there. Yeah. And give our regards to everybody that's down there. Hope everybody is well. And we'll what Enzo say?
The best sword is the one you don't have to use.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
Definitely agree with that. So on that.
Oh, what do you say? How many instructors actually have combat experience?
Really good point. Really good point.
See, now. I know you don't care, but we don't want to put people on the spot. Right? We don't want to put people on the spot. I know you don't care, but we have to be understanding, be real about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody doesn't have the combat experience and still teaching, I mean, there's room for everybody to grow and stuff like that, but they just have to know where everybody is on
the totem
pole.
That's a whole different topic.
That's a whole different topic.
We're going to talk about that next week, but my son Shane wants to say something really quick. I'm not sure what he's going to say. He's not scripted.
And make sure you subscribe to all the videos. And
what videos?
What videos?
What videos?
On YouTube?
Both. YouTube.
You got to say it to them.
YouTube.
On YouTube. So check out the videos on YouTube.
If you don't, and go ahead. What?
And peace out.
Peace out.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys have a good night. On behalf of Authentic Shaolin Kung Fu, myself, Sifu Lloyd, be safe, be real, train real, get real.
Shaolin out.